In this episode, we're going to be checking out this. Well, actually, I'm going to do a series of these. Every episode of Saw Dogs, and I will be putting my 2 cents in on everything. So in this show, we have Ryan Cook, Steve Blanchard, and what's the other feller? Oh, Pete Rieger. And then there's they have a bevy of other chainsaw carvers that kind of came in and were guest carvers to do these crazy carvings, and it was just the magnitude of the talent that they had on that show. I liked it, but I didn't at the time. But now, looking back, it just reminds me of a time, this was years ago, and I was still on the rise, and I don't know. It's very sentimental to me at this point, and it's sort of like a guilty pleasure, but not really. It's just a pleasure, really. But if you do dig this kind of content, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, smash the notification bell, and I'll see you at the end of this. So let's get right down to it. This is Saw Dogs, everyone. Let's go, Joe.
It might cost you your job.
Me?
Where the hell have you guys been?
Is it over with?
For you, maybe.
Most people look at a stump, they see a stump. I see opportunity. My name is Steve Blanchard, and I'm a master chainsaw carver. Creating killer wood sculptures is my business. Together with my right-hand man, Pete Rieger, our apprentice, Ryan, are some of the best saw dogs around the globe. We always find a way to get it done. Eat, sleep, carve. It's what we do.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. So, what a cinematic area! I believe this all takes place in BC, if I'm not mistaken. But oh my gosh, is it gorgeous there? Oh my gosh! All right, let's let her rip.
It's not easy being the boss here. Most chainsaw carvers are lone wolves. It's a full-time job just trying to get these guys to work together. That's supposed to be my foreman Pete Rieger's job.
I wrangle the wood and the carvers and make sure all the commissions are completed on schedule. Although some days it seems like all I'm doing is babysitting the apprentice Ryan.
My job as the apprentice right now is to do all the grunt work around the shop, filing the chainsaws, keeping them going all day.
Did he put gas in that thing, or did he put oil in that thing?
I do anything I can to help the carvers out, and anything I can do to learn how to carve.
Get the hell out of here! Do it! No! Stop!
Okay, now either that was really good acting, or Ryan was freaking pissed off. Probably a little bit of both. They both. There's a lot of that. Just like Orange County choppers or whatever, there's always a fabricated thing going on, but it's just it's fun and predictable, and it's really interesting to see from my perspective, looking back at how Ryan well, some of the arguments, you could tell there was a little bit of that actual heat.
Why?
The heat there was real.
Why?
From what I can see.
Shut up!
Today, Steve and I are heading over to Furry Creek Golf Club to meet our new client.
This was the first time I've done this in like 30 years, so.
Are we safe back here?
I guess.
I thought it. I'm not the best reader in the world. I thought it said Furry Creek. Is it Fury Creek? Okay, just to be clear, for all of you folks out there just like me that can't read well, it's Fury Creek, not Furry Creek.
General manager wants a spectacular carving for their signature hole, which is right on the water.
So guys, I'm thinking for this piece, something to base around the eagles. Eagles, yes.
Do you want something like a bench?
Yeah, I think a bench would be nice.
Complete photo opportunity.
Yes.
How long before you need this thing?
Well, I need it before we open.
When's that?
5 days. 5 days.
47 and you've got a shot.
Is that within your budget, Paul?
I'm gonna have to make it within my budget. This thing better be mind-blowing, guys. Mind-blowing. We got a deal.
Okay. Whoa, let's just back up the bus. Commission the Eagles perch on the 14th hole. Deadline 5 days. Cost $47,000 freaking dollars. Now that's one of the biggest things that I think all the carvers that I've ever talked to, they all said that's bullshit. They never got paid. And from what I gathered, they never got paid. That was just for the show. But in actuality, nowadays, you know, with today's pricing and the type of carvers that we have and how far they've come, it's probably, I mean, I know carvers that are getting that. I swear, I might even be one of them. Well, I'm not saying that I am, but I'm just saying.
Pete and I talked about who we were going to use for carvers, and Ben Risney came right up to the top of the list. Ben, how you doing?
Ben Risney's one of the fastest carvers out there. Real good speed, and we're gonna need that. We've only got 5 days to complete this project.
I started carving in 1994, and I've never looked back. Since then, I've had about 5,000 carvings. I particularly do a lot of speed carving events. My passion is really to go fast. I don't get a chance on the East Coast to carve California redwood, and this will be an opportunity to carve a really large piece. And I'm excited.
Mr. Ryan.
Hey, how you doing?
Your work is awesome, man. I'm glad to have you here.
Pete Ryan's an awesome carver. His attention to detail is unbelievable.
I always liked carving. Saw somebody do it with a chainsaw one day, thought I'd give it a try. And right away, somebody wanted to buy it. You have to understand what you're doing. You got to know the bone structure, the muscle structure, the fur patterns, the number of feathers. And I think that separates the men from the boys in the game, eh?
Go ahead and show him what you got, Steve.
It's going to be like a photo op. Big eagle here.
Flying eagle.
Why don't you make this so they could sit down here? You know, maybe put some benches,
That's a good idea.
I was thinking about notching this bench into the piece of wood.
and then people could sit on there for their photo op.
Okay, so I'll stop it right there. So one of the things that I see is everyone is kind of staying in their safe zone, which is expected to some degree. There are some projects that come up later on that are really kind of wild. But like this one is like that bird right there, that eagle is pretty much, you know, right down the old purebred, easy peasy kind of thing for Pete Ryan. And Ben Risney is known for his eagles and his horses and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work that these guys are doing, but I definitely see that there is you know, I'm sure they're all trying to stay within their comfort zone within to some degree.
And hopefully everything goes smoothly.
Perfect for this job.
I like it. Mount the eagle up in here, right?
We can cut in some benches or we can add some slabs on.
What we're working with is old growth California redwood.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. So Ben Risney is probably the best. I would call it like he's an excellent carver all around. But as far as like when he does his, he probably has the highest quality. Like he does fairs and things like that. He's probably got the highest quality stuff I've ever seen come. You know, like he calls them. I believe he calls them faster pieces instead of masterpieces. But they're he does them fast. If you ever seen, I'll put up some horses and stuff that he's done before. As a matter of fact, I'll do it right now while I'm talking. Anyway, so yeah, he's got these really crazy cool pieces, and he does them very quickly, and he pumps them out like a, you know, the Fuzzy Pumper barbershop. He's just, boom, 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 and they're all perfect. Like they're just, he's amazing. He's just an amazing carver. Yeah.
Get your fork straight.
Maybe stop and just put your boom out now, because this is too jerky.
Put that board in behind it so it doesn't flip right
That
over.
long piece of wood that Ben's gonna carve into the flying eagle,
Let's go slow.
it's like 10 feet tall.
I think what Ben was trying to tell the operator, which would be Steve Blanchard, is not to try to drive up at that angle with the machine because it's too herky-jerky, because the log wants to push the thing back down. So if he locks up the wheels up and just uses the boom slowly to push the log straight, that's all they need to do. And that's what he's trying to get his point across.
10 feet tall. If that thing gets away on you, it'll come down like a tree in a windstorm. Bang.
Right there's my escape route, Pete. I'm gonna go there. Whoa, go slow. Whoa, whoa.
Watch out.
Nice.
Push it. Square it
Okay,
up.
let's stop it right there. Ben Risney also, he must have some experience in some tree felling or something, because anytime you're working with wood or standing things up, or if you're cutting trees down, man, you need to have an escape route planned out. So the second anything goes sideways, you're beating feet the other direction.
Square it up.
Let's make Ryan dust this.
Yeah, just kind of wire brush the whole thing. Do a good job, though. So you got to put a little elbow grease in it like that sometimes.
If your hand gets tired, just use your hair.
Switch. You can switch hands. Come on, you guys want a beer or something like that?
See you later, Ryan.
Come down. Down, right. Up wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off. So they're using a wire brush to take all the crap off. I don't know. I think, well, maybe they don't have water there or something. I don't know. I power wash everything. I don't know if that's what they do ever, but I don't think they do. I think they just, it is what it is.
This is going to be tough. This is a really tight schedule to do a project of this size and magnitude is asking an awful lot. I wish I had another day.
Instead of trying to carve the whole animal in one cut, you'll block it into body parts and shapes. And at that point, you should see a good outline of your animal. You should be happy with what you see.
That was about the basics of life in general. So that's like listening to the sports teams when they're like, yeah, we're going to just go out there and, we have to play solid ball. When, we need to pass the ball. We need to shoot the scores. And we need to, need to have a good, solid effort. And, yeah.
My job is to get some benches in this thing. The wood's really hard. There's a lot of different knots and stuff up in there.
Got to come over this way more. Look out. Pull it out. I'm excited. I got it all blocked out in about 3.5 hours. I'm kind of a purist. One of the biggest things as a sculptor and as a carver is to make these out of one piece.
Look at how dynamic that eagle looks. That Ben is like the bomb when it comes to this kind of thing. He just, I don't know, he's just got that magic thing. I've always admired his work, always. Really nice. To carve the wings, to do the detail and the tips, and I just grabbed the closest guy, and it happened to be Ryan.
You can't really see. You can't see much.
Oh!
Beak's broken.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. That's pretty catastrophic. But to me, I smell a rat because of how everything ended up. Because after this happened, I'm like, well, I would cut the head off anyway because the grain's going the wrong direction. And I would probably do the same with the tail because the grain is going this way. Appendages are going this way. I would probably just cut them off and put the grain going in the correct direction. And for any of you carvers out there that, don't understand what I'm talking about, when you have your grain that goes this way, right, in a log. Anything that you carve that stands out, like the eagle's head, is going to have grain going this way. Just like a baseball bat, you wouldn't want your baseball bat with the grain going this way, because every time you hit the ball, the thing will smash into a million pieces. So we have the grain going lengthwise. And these guys are good carvers, so they got to know that. And I'm just thinking, what a great way to get rid of that head, for drama's sake. I don't know if they pre-cut it and then knocked it off. If I have that interview, which I probably will with Ryan Cook, we're going to figure all this out.
Unbelievably, Ryan lifts the forks up and knocks the head off this eagle. I could have killed him. The client's coming later today, and this thing's in 2 pieces.
I couldn't even see.
Yeah. Well, you got to start seeing.
Is it over with?
For you,
I don't know how I'm gonna fix that.
I don't think you can pull this off now, man. I think this is...
Then you go.
Oh, and the drama ensues. What's going to happen? The owner of the thing's coming, and he's going to see this thing, and the head's laying right there on the ground. And I think Steve Blanchard is going to let the cat out of the bag, but it's going to be much to his chagrin for the camera.
Glue this stuff. This is a one-piece thing, you know?
The client's paying a huge dollar for this thing.
It might cost you your job.
Me.
Sorry, Steve.
Yeah, I'll bet you are.
Leave it, man. Just leave it. I know Ryan feels bad. Steve's pissed off. So we're just going to get away for a little while and blow off some steam. Let everybody cool down a bit.
What do you do when you make a humongous you go on a 4-wheel drive ride with your buddies? That's what we do. That's crazy. This is fun, though. You got to admit, this is a fun show. I'm having fun watching it. But being a professional carver and having, been in it this long, and I look at this and I'm like, this is for people that aren't chainsaw carvers. This is for your average people. Those of us in the know, it's just fun for me. Every video that I make is fun for me, but this is extra fun. I'm just telling you.
What do we do now?
We got to move on, man.
Well, I think if we glue it, you're always going to see that seam. Where the weather's going to affect it, and it's going to open up and shrink.
Oh, I no doubt about it.
The only way to really do it is to carve where it broke off, kind of a ball and socket, where his head was, kind of round that off, and then morph a head on there.
Yeah.
So if his head is white, his tail on an eagle's is white too. I don't want to take the tail off.
The thing is, we just got to get that on there.
He does too want to take the tail off. He wants to take the head off too because they want to have that contrast of the white wood against the... Yeah, these guys are crazy like a fox. Average home viewers, they don't know any better.
But us pros have been around a while. We understand the ins and outs of this.
You think you can do that?
Well,
The Furry Creek clients are on their way, and I'm concerned that Ben can't get this done in time.
oh, I'm going to kill that kid. Wings, head, tail, everything. I'm not pleased about that.
And the Oscar goes to Ben Reesney for his part in the show Saw Dogs.
So I'm going to try to find some Western red cedar here, although they say it's red, but it's got some red in it, but it got a lot of white. I'll just root through and try to find something that matches what I'm looking for.
I mean, I wanted him to go for a couple of minutes. I didn't want him to go for 2 hours while I'm trying to get something done over here because nobody else is here.
Question for the audience. Anybody who lives up in that area, BC way, I'm not sure. Is it like Canada there where the sun stays up for is it like that there? I don't know. I've never been there and I don't know if the days last extra long or whatever. So if you know the answer to that, feel free to comment, subscribe. Also, don't forget that. But leave a comment in there and let me know and educate my ignorant ass on daylight up in the BC area.
In reverse, put in your foot brake first.
Pete Ryan got stuck like 3 times.
I just can't imagine having that happen to me. Now we got an issue with the white eagle head out of cedar, and most likely he's gonna have to change the tail on this thing. There's a lot of money involved, and my reputation, and these guys' reputation.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this really did happen. Maybe. Because, it's just in my nature I'm a laminator. I like laminating stuff. If I don't like it, it comes off and put something new on. And if I can do that, like, that's just in my brain. I don't know that that's, I don't think Ben Risney is that guy, but I think Mr. Blanchard potentially could be an influence there. But we'll have to see.
Well, that hurt. One head and one tail. Who's this? This your client? Are we telling him about the broken head or not?
No, I'm saying nothing about that. Just see what he says.
Hey.
Paul? How you doing?
How are you?
Good. Julie?
Yeah.
Nice
Paul, how are you? Ben
Rising.
Nice to meet you.
It's missing a head and tail.
Actually, we took the head off because the grain was in the wrong direction, and we didn't want to have it to where it was fragile, so we took the head off and replacing it with another head.
So I'm going to add the head, and being that it's a bald eagle, it'll be a white head. When you see it all bolted on and put together and out on your course, I think it'll be...
I like the word when, not if, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, that makes sense then.
Yeah, that was.
And then we'll put another tail on, too.
A white tail.
What the hell you guys been?
The difference between Ben and I, our styles are totally different, but so is our personalities. And I think personality as an artist reflects in your carving.
Being a speed carver, I work pretty much by myself, and I know what I can accomplish in a day. We're trying to match our eagles up. His is a sitting eagle, kind of guarding his catch. And mine will be swooping in, trying to see what he can steal. So we have to play off of each other to make this work.
It's a little scary, like cutting an umbilical cord.
Are you tilted back all the way? When I make that cut, it's going to want to go that way and hit there if somebody was up there. Ryan, why don't you get up there?
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. So if they were that against adding or, having everything carving everything out of one piece of wood, why would they cut it free from a base and then attach it to something else? So if you're gonna attach that, what's the big deal about attaching the head and tail? Actually, that's exactly what I would have done right from the get-go, minus all the drama. Of course, I don't have my own TV show. I just have a YouTube channel.
There. Just whatever you do, watch those feathers. You might want to slide up a little bit. It won't hurt your leg. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, that got the blood flowing.
You got it. Perfect.
It was hard. It was scary. It was a lot of things, I'm tired.
Okay, Ryan, what are you tired from? Just saying, you just got off your dirt bike or whatever, your quad, and now you climbed up on there and took a ride 10 feet. That's exhausting. Kids today.
It's been a rocky roller coaster ride, I'll tell you. But finally, we're very, very close to completion.
I might have to recut it, so.
No, it's facing the wrong way. It's not going to work. You're just looking at the back of the eagle, and he's looking up out of the side of his eye at that other eagle.
Oh, he's looking up at him, but.
No, I said the tail is going to hang over this piece of wood right here, back here.
Then you said no.
No, I didn't.
You need
want to go look at the drawing? The drawing shows the eagle's looking this way and him looking.
But then you
I don't really know how it happened. He's a hard guy to talk to because his way of looking at things is, well, you just go along and do it and see how it works out.
I don't know what you're thinking next. Period.
If he wants to go home and I have to do it, I'll do it. No, it doesn't work.
Well, Steve doesn't like the way that two eagles look together because they don't jive with one another. They're both cool on their own account, but like, I love how Risney put you have this natural ascending curve to that piece of wood, or the stump, and then he finishes the line with the bird, and it kind of just makes this really nice curve upward, and it's really awesome. And yeah, it doesn't look good with the other eagle there. It's a cool eagle, but doesn't work well with the bench.
I don't think he wanted it close to the path. He wanted it right here.
No, he wants it right there.
Okay.
The eagle has landed.
I don't know. Maybe Steve Blanchard should get the Oscar. But you can see how heavy Ben left that wood down there, and it looks like everything's countersunk. They don't show it, but they had to have made plugs for that. Once it's attached and everything's in play, they're just gonna I would assume, use some sort of plug for that.
I wanted to go in a little further before it bends. I don't think you can go any further. Forget it.
But it would look really good over there in the flower bed. Plan B?
Plan B.
From that angle, it doesn't look like they ever intended to have that thing part of the bench. Just saying.
That is unbelievable. Holy smoke.
Also, I want to bring this up. So when you have a bird like this fantastic, freaking cool eagle that Ben Risney carved, you don't need a reason for him to be banking it being a badass eagle. He doesn't. That's what freaking eagles do. That's what they are. They're freaking badass, and they look amazing. And he captured that moment in time. He doesn't need an excuse like, oh, we're gonna have another eagle over here with a little fish, and then he's gonna be going after. Nah, you don't need to tell a story. That thing is by itself doing all the work. And then having the other fish is just, it's just icing on the cake for that little spot, that little hole.
You got better lines. This kind of leads to it. You see this one, then it's just like bam, and you got this line going right that way.
Itself is phenomenal. So we've actually got two beautiful pieces of art out of this. And they complement each other.
Great artist.
And you got your photo op, too.
Have a seat and I'll take a picture of you on the bench.
Yeah.
First ones to get your photo on this beautiful piece.
Finally, I like you again.
That's it for the video. Hopefully all of you enjoyed it up to this point. I know I did. This is one of my, like I said, this of all the carving shows I've seen, this is probably my favorite just because it's sentimental and it really gets me right there. And I love the carvers that are on it. A lot of them are friends of mine. And it's really good to see familiar faces on TV. It really is just like, yeah, they did it, man. Awesome. But hopefully you enjoyed it. And don't forget to like and subscribe, smash the notification bell, and I will see you on the next one.